YouTube Nation, what's going on? King of Lions here. Let me move this back a little bit. That's me right there. YouTubers, this week, talking about design of my car and about the calipers. Really, I started getting involved in the calipers and made me start to think about what is the direction of my car? Where am I going with the design? I mean, I got my calipers 2 weeks ago and I still haven't painted them. And I still haven't rebuilt them. I started rebuilding it, I took all the seals out of it. I think the main thing holding me back was before I put them on, I wanted to paint them and I didn't know what color I wanted to paint them because I didn't know what design I really wanted to go with. The design that I decided to go with for the Audi S4 is going to be based on the comic book Spawn by Todd McFarlane. I want to use the colors that Todd McFarlane used in drawing the comics for the Spawn character, which was mostly the reds, the blacks, the white, the steel or the chrome from the chains and the spikes. And of course I want to try to implement the neon green that he has coming out of his eyes, and also when he uses his strength and his powers, that flame that just comes out of him almost like it's his soul that's burning from the Hellspawn. I haven't decided 100%, but I did some Photoshop drawings and curl painting drawings. Really the first time I'm using the app, so all of it's gonna look pretty amateur. Don't look at it as far as an art piece, look at it as just a way to pretty much get an image of my car and what I want to do with it. So yeah, we'll go over that now. For the side profile, I have the 2 color rims on there because I'm not sure if I want to stay with the red or if I want to go with the black. And if I go either direction, what caliber am I going to have it painted as? Is it going to be black or is it going to be green? If it's black, it's going to have probably green lettering. If it's green, it's going to have black lettering. So that's pretty much the debate now. I want to have it painted by the end of the week, which means I need to decide what color I'm getting for the calipers and order it now so I can get it by the end of the week and I can start the painting process so I can get these freaking calipers and rotors on my car. I mean, it's exciting, no question, but it is definitely a process. So you'll see there's a supercharger emblem on the side there. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or the V6T still. Either way, that's going to be color changed to the car. Probably going to do the red badge with green lettering. You'll see that on the front of the car as well, where I have this all planned out. So the Audi symbol is going to be red. I don't actually have that on there now. I have that here. This is the old Audi emblem from the OEM grill. You just pop that right off. Has a couple clips on the back. Just use a flathead screwdriver, pops right out. This is the new mounting bracket for the new grill that I have. Just clips right in there. And then the back piece here just screws in to a couple clips that are about this big that hide behind the grill. And what I imagine I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this white, paint this red. So it's a nice popping red right in the front. I think I'm going to get a green vinyl tint that goes over the fog lights. Probably leave the headlights alone. I don't really want to have green headlights. We'll see. After I do the fog lights, if it looks super sick and I have some extra vinyl left over, maybe I'll try it and see if it's something I'm into. But right now, probably not. The mirror caps, I'm debating. I'm probably going to do the silver portion, the chrome portion of it, carbon fiber. The piece below it in red. I don't want to have the whole mirror red, I don't think. That's something I got to try out, see what I like more. But you'll see in the pictures on the front and the side that I just have the bottom piece painted red with the top. That's supposed to be carbon fiber. Then I also have one of the vinyl logos of the Spawn face on the rear quarter panel. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that with white or red. For the rear, I'm not sure if I'm going to have the Audi logo there or the Audi emblem there, or if I'm going to get rid of it, put the Spawn logo, or keep the Audi, put the Spawn down on the rear bumper, and then have, either way I'm going to have the green S4 with the red emblem, or the red tag with the green S4 lettering. but I'm not sure if I want it. It might be too much, might not be, I don't know. We'll see. This is all kind of going to go day by day. Probably going to start with some of the PlastiDip on the emblems and see how much I like it, see how much the colors pop, and then go from there. I'm also thinking of doing, this is far out, this is maybe a month or 2 or 3 months away, we'll see. But it's floating in the back of my mind. So one of the key things of Spawn, if you're not familiar with the character, I'll show him to you here. So the reason why I'm doing the green on the lights is because of his eyes, and also I want to do the green on the calipers because that's like whenever he's really using his power or his force, you see this green energy emitted from him. So I want to use that with the calipers to try to encompass that energy, and maybe even get a green engine cover. Going back to what I was thinking about, the chains here, if I do a very dark gray with some little bit lighter gray accents of chains, just kind of stencil it out and try it out on the car with some PlastiDip, do it heavy enough to where it'll peel right off without any issues. This is like, you know, some pretty cool design aspects that I really want to try out because, well, it just seems interesting to me. If it looks like shit, I'll peel it off and I'll try again because I think it might be really badass to just kind of have those chains maybe coming up over top of the hood, maybe going down into the front grille. But that's a couple months out. Just a random thought, something I really want to pursue, but I need to finish these other details before I get there. And as far as the caliber rebuild, I was able to get the seals out. Just use a rubber pick, you can see here in the video. The square seals actually seem like they were not in bad condition, but I'm not going to reuse them. I already ordered the dust boots and the seals for the both calibers, so I'll just be redoing that. What I ordered, let's see. Ordered these off eBay. If I would have ordered this off of the, I believe it was a stoptech website or something along those lines, these are 36 millimeter, 30 millimeter, it would have cost me $240. Make sure that these are the exact seals that I need, the exact dust boots that I need. You can see on here, maybe if I can focus. Actually, let me take it out of the bag, that might be better. Alright, you can see here, barely, it has same item number, same size, same design. Has the retaining ring right here, and the collapsible boot goes around the piston, and this piece folds into, or gets pushed into the caliber. Now I got these. This was a custom kit that I purchased off of eBay from Ohio Performance. There's not like a lot of fashionable design packaging here. It's a Ziploc bag and you get your product. So that's probably why they're able to bring the cost down a little bit, because they're not doing all that flair. But I got in contact with them with their email address on eBay, let them know what I needed, gave them the item numbers, gave them, well, that's really it. I gave them the item numbers and they said, okay, we can get that together. We'll handle the payment through PayPal, and done. I'm very happy with how that whole process was completed. Got it for $65 instead of $240, and that wouldn't have been including tax and shipping. So probably around $270, $280. I still haven't ordered my rear rotors or pads. That's probably something I should also do this week. I guess I'll take care of that when I order the paint, once I decide on the paint that I'm going with. Oh shit, pizza's done. Alright, so bam, got my pizza in front of me. Let's get a nice look at that, because you know I left it in the oven just a bit too long, but it's not, the crust isn't burnt, the cheese is just maybe a little darker than I like. So some other stuff I had to get for my brake calipers. I got these self-locking nuts. Hopefully my schedule starts to loosen up a little bit. I have a little bit more time to kind of get into the car again. I also forgot to mention I've been getting really into the stock market recently, investing some money in that. It's pretty exciting. Instead of just having my money stuck in a savings account somewhere and not earning hardly any interest at all, trying to get my money to work for me instead of working for my money. Don't forget to check out last week's video. I got a ton of videos. I'm posting them every single week. If you like my videos, make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know about the design this week. I want to see what you guys think about the colors and how I'm doing it. And if you have a completely different idea how it should be done, or colors that shouldn't be there or colors that should be there, I want to know these things. That's why I'm doing this video. Because right now, this is early stages, but I'm starting to make some moves, and they're going to be happening pretty soon. So let me know what you guys think. Please comment below, like, subscribe for new videos every week. This is King of Lions.
Thank you, sir. And thank you for coming.
Peace.